Welcome back to Kin in Line. I'll make this part 146. It's around 2015-16, and I went to several concerts, music concert at a place called the Music Kitchen, and there was another one down at the Athenaeum. So I can't remember which was which, but I like this drawing particularly. He reminds me of an actor in that lovely British quite recent series called The Detectorists. So that is a really worthwhile thing to watch, and you look out for a character with a face similar to this. Yeah, so here we are, two figures. But nice to see these again, because I obviously haven't looked at them for like 5 years or so. Again, I find my painting technique quite enjoyable. I mean, look at this. The slight orange in his hair is kind of echoed in the side of his face. And this was all done sort of in a flurry of painting. You just sort of let it come, and you get into a bit of into the groove, as it were. So on stage, we had this bass player. I think this group was called the Brothers of Different Mothers or something to that effect. But look at this ruthless portrayal of a bass player. And then this, I think, was old Anton Karlitz. I made him very pink. I don't know if his politics are that way, but and I'm not sure where this is, whether it's on the beach. I think it must be. I think we're back on the beach. Look at this face. Cruel man. Yeah, this is definitely on the beach. So increasingly, ships are anchoring in the bay, Algoa Bay, and refueling. There's a bit of an outcry about this because of the potential for pollution, because there are islands in the bay that are home to a large part of what remains of the African penguin population. And of course, oil and penguins don't go together. Now we're back at that concert, or a concert here. We've got a sax player. Very suggested. Problem was the light was so poor in the auditorium where we were sitting. I just made the best. This guy could almost, he's a bass player, I think. He could almost be carrying a gun. I quite like this just because it's a interesting sort of little vignette. That's the word. And this is my art teacher, Jack Lugg's daughter, Pippa. She actually commissioned me to help her with the production of a book on her father's life and work, which I did, and it's a huge thing. about 4 times as thick as the one I did in PE, the same sort of format, square, 1.5 times A4. And it's called The House That Jack Built. Anyway, here we presumably back at the music concert. Yeah, there's that bass player on the right and drummer. Again, a nicely understated bit of color here. Saxophone on the right. I think this guy was playing keyboards on the left here. And what do we got? A trumpet, trombone. That bass player, you can just see the 4 thick lines of the strings of the bass. I think this is the vocalist on the left. It was Pippa Lugg's husband. What is his name? Yeah. And then there was a very good lead guitarist. Here's that keyboardist. Older chap. And I think this is our bass player again. That's definitely the bass player. And the lead guitarist on the right. Half of him. We're getting back to our keyboard man. It's quite a nice one, this. Look at that face. The hand's just a sort of whir of movement. And this is the vocalist. He's actually a man, but here he's kind of looking a bit trance. With a big speaker thing behind him there. Getting blasted by their own sound. Here's that bassist. Again, for me, it's the overall effect, the sort of painterly look. And the lead guitarist. Yeah, so I think we'll leave it at that for now. Cheers.